It's time for the Wartburg College Game of the Week.
And our Friday Night Heroes Game of the Week is a Class 2A playoff game between 8-1 North Fayette Valley and 4-5 Crestwood. It's a rematch of a game played just a couple of weeks ago. The Hawks beat the Cadets 34-7 to end the regular season. Last week in the first round playoff games, North Fayette Valley beat Monticello while Crestwood upset Roland Story to set up this big game playoff rematch. And Mark Woodley joining us live now from outside of West Union for this big Friday Night Heroes Game of the Week. And Mark, boy, we look forward to this one.
Yeah, we really did. Now, North Fayette Valley, as you mentioned, they did dominate that matchup a couple of weeks ago, won it by 27 points. But you knew they weren't going to take the Cadets lightly because that is a Crestwood team that had actually beaten them in each of the last two seasons with a lot of the same athletes. So the Tigerhawks certainly came out focused and with eyes on moving this season on to the next round. The crowds were fired up in West Union with a quarterfinal spot on the line, and so was the North Fayette Valley offense. That's Cale Reister off the pass from Declan Hines, and Reister has room. Goes 55 yards, just 2 yards shy of the end zone, but it took just one more play. Lincoln Ashelman, the start of a big night for him, busts in for the opening score. The Tigerhawks were off and running and got one more in the opening quarter. It's Ashelman to the outside, 6 yards to the end zone, his second touchdown of the night. They led 14-0 going to the half.
Let's go! Yeah, baby!
And kept on the gas in the third quarter. Hines caps off their opening drive with the 1 yard sneak. They went to the fourth quarter up 21-0, but Crestwood wasn't ready to go away just yet. Driving in the final quarter as Aiden Skoda hits Dashel Donlin 13 yards, Cadets inside the 20, and Skoda finishes off the drive. Up the gut, 5 yards on the quarterback keeper. His 14th rushing touchdown of the season got Crestwood back within 2 scores, but North Fayette Valley slammed the door down the stretch. Here comes Ashelman again, earning every one of these 27 yards, got the Tigerhawks deep into Cadet territory, and then found the end zone for the third time of the night. North Fayette Valley clinches their spot among the final 8 as they roll into the quarters 28-6.
We knew this game was going to be tough, so we switched a little bit of things up, and it all worked out. Our guys blocked sweep really good, so props to our old linemen. They played their butts off. So this one goes to them.
You know, it feels pretty cool. You know, a lot of us have been out here on first team for quite a while, just working for this moment and trying to get to this level. So we're climbing that mountain, but we're not there yet. You know, it's just one more peak. Now we got to get to the next one.
It's been a really good group for us. Obviously for me, having my son on the group, you know, I've watched all these guys come up through since basically kindergarten, so watching them in every sport. And it's a good group, and we'll definitely miss them when they're gone, but we're still rolling right now.
We're going to win! Let's go! Yeah!
Yep, and they are still rolling on, and I'm not even sure that the final score really indicates just how much North Fayette Valley controlled this game. You could tell from the first drive on how this game was going to go. The Crestwood offense just couldn't even muster a single big play in this game. North Fayette Valley was excellent defensively. They threw the ball well very early on and then were able to control the rest of the game, control the clock with their ground game. And now next week they are headed to Spirit Lake, and if they get a win there, they will head to the Unidome, Rick, for the first time in 9 years. How about that?
Well, it's hard to think that North Fayette Valley hadn't been to the Dome in that long. I mean, they're usually a very powerful team and physical, like they showed tonight against Crestwood. But Crestwood is also very physical, and it's kind of the kind of matchup you need to get ready for a quarterfinal round game.
Well, absolutely, and you're right. It does seem, especially for a program as good as this, that the fact they haven't been to the Unidome in nearly a decade, it just doesn't seem right. They've been to the playoffs several years. They've came close, come within a game a couple of times, but just haven't gotten over that hump since, 2016. But also, this was probably a game that we could have sent Luke to, because he could have left early here, and he wouldn't have missed all the game-winning touchdowns in this one. This one, there was no comeback going to happen in this football game. North Fayette Valley was pretty dominant from the get-go.
All right. We look forward to watching North Fayette Valley the rest of the way. Crestwood showing some spunk at the end of their season as well.
No doubt.
All right, thank you, Mark.